Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Heaven. I'm a motherhood and homemaking vlogger. So here on this channel you will find clean with me videos, days in the life, home organization, homemaking, homeschool, grocery hauls, shopping hauls, even a little bit of Disney content sprinkled in. So if any of that sounds like something that interests you and you are looking for another mom you can connect with, some homemaking inspiration and some motherhood motivation, I invite you to go ahead and join the family and subscribe. But for today, we are going to do a kitchen pantry makeover and organization. It's very long overdue. It's quite embarrassing the way that it is looking, but that is the reason why I'm sharing it with you guys so that I can share some relatable content with you guys and maybe we can tackle this home project together. So if you too are tackling a home project, some home organization, maybe you are doing your kitchen pantry too, go ahead and drop a running emoji down below because the theme for today's video is to get it done and in a hurry. So we are going to sprint to the finish line and get it done today. I hope that you guys find this video to be helpful and motivational, and if at any point you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel to grow so that I can reach more families and inspire them as well. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. I hope you guys are ready for the big reveal of how it's looking in here. Pretty bad. So much junk food just thrown right in the front. A lot of things just out of place. You can't even tell that this thing was ever organized. Same for our snack cabinet up here. Just a big ton of mess that I can't believe I am showing you guys. First, I'm just gonna go ahead and start off by just taking everything out and putting it across the countertop, taking out a large garbage bag and throwing away anything that's opened, anything that doesn't have like a container, anything that's unhealthy and we don't need to have it anyway. Well, maybe not anything, but I'm gonna try my best there. So my husband currently has both my 5-year-old son and my 3-month-old baby girl. So that is why I am able to get this done. Just wanted to put that disclaimer out there because doing this as a mom with littles is actually a little bit difficult, to be honest. My kitchen is kind of messy, so like I pretty much just cleared off like the countertop and things like that and put away a lot of dishes that I collected from around the house and everything like that. But I haven't done the dishes just yet. I'm gonna do that before I finish up today, but I really need to get this pantry. Like that is like top of the line priority for me. So let's go ahead and get into it. I might as well go ahead and wipe this down. Since I know I'm gonna dirty it back up, but for the most part, it'd be nice to have the countertop kind of clean here. My garbage bag. And I'm just gonna hang it right here on the drawer. The shelf that I'm working on right now is one that pretty much holds all of our like canned good, our sauces and things like that, until we can get like some sort of tiered tray shelf or anything like that to put in here. It's gonna not be very easy to work with, but I'm gonna just do the best I can with it here. And this is January 2025, so I guess we just actually are gonna throw these out. So that's another thing when doing this, is just paying attention to all of the dates that the things, you know, go old and everything. Is another way to get rid of some stuff. So as you put them down, just check it, take out anything that's gonna go old. That's what I'm gonna do. And then take aside anything that you want to donate to a canned food pantry or anything that you want to put into your emergency pantry. don't know if you can see back there. Let's see if I can zoom it in for you all. Do you guys see that top cabinet right there? I tried to zoom it in a little bit. That's the cabinet that I just cleared out. So one cabinet at a time is what I'm doing here. I mean, one shelf at a time is what I'm doing. So it's all here on the countertop. Now let's get it back inside. So this is everything in this front here row that I need to throw out. I'm gonna put it in a box because that's a little less heavy to work with. And this is all stuff that's gonna go old by the end of this year that I know for a fact we're not going to eat. And to be honest, it's not the healthiest thing, but I kept it because my mom-in-law bought it for my son, like SpaghettiOs. You know, most kids like SpaghettiOs. And I'm left with basically like the stuff here in front of me. So let's get this box out the way by the door. Now I'm gonna put this stuff back, try to keep it nice and organized, like put things together, like the sauces together, like that. The vegetables, like the corn, together. I have like this milk, condensed milk, that I'll keep together. Chicken and tuna together. So I'm gonna basically put everything like that so that I can kind of keep up with it a bit. Soup, corn. All right, so I got some corn, some condensed milk, like tuna and chicken. I got some pasta sauces, some soups back here, and then like little random things that I'll put in last. But let's start with the thing that I don't think I'm gonna use first, which would be the soups. We only do soups when someone is sick. It's not an everyday thing that we go to. So I'm gonna put that in first. Now I'm gonna put these condensed milks in there because this is only a thing I bake within the holidays, but since Thanksgiving is coming up, I don't wanna like get it lost in here. And we'll go with this big thing of corn. So there is what it's looking like, a lot more clean. Again, this is my shelf where I keep all of like my canned goods and jars and things like that. So I have to get like a shelving thing going on to make it a lot easier. But for now, this is what I'm working with. Now I'm going to move on to this here messy shelf. So some things already have like a home, a container, and then there are just some things that just do not. So this is what I took off that shelf. And as you can see, some things kind of already have a container, but it had gotten messy. Because my cabinet or my pantry is like narrow, it's hard to see everything. But this is what it's looking like kind of once I got all that stuff that was right in the front taken out. So now I need to just look and see what needs to be restocked. Like I have regular flour, and then I have like bread flour here with my regular flour, and then I have like pasta back here. So we just had nachos last night. And they taste good with some salsa. So I'm gonna empty this one out because they might be a little stale. Refresh it. Put that back. And I know this is weird. Like I have the rotini at the bottom and then the ziti on top. These are like all my little seasoning packets. So I'm just gonna try and organize it a little bit. And then I have one that's like half open. Yeah, candy. We don't need to have this much candy, especially because we haven't really been eating it that much. But also, this is too short. So I'm gonna switch these two out. Make it a little bit better to work with. Okay. Now we got our liquid IV in here. we'll put some candy in here. A little bit of that. Now these, I'm probably going to put these on the table and see if anyone grabs them today, or they've been in there for quite some time. Like, no one has been eating them. Maybe we'll put some in the bag for the airplane trip. Like, I'm not sure yet, but for now I'm going to set them aside. If anyone wants them, they can get them, but it's taking up space, you know. It's just like decluttering a closet. This is our gum for our trip, and these are going to be for the trip as well. Some more seasoning packets out of place. These are like my convenient sides, basically. So like conveniently, if we ever want to do like a rice size, or if we ever want to do like this convenient like mac and cheese, then that's what I kind of keep here in this. I try to keep a small container for it so that we're not like getting so used to having these convenient, not so healthy options. So this was our s'mores container for when we have s'mores in the summer and fall time. It's getting cold, so I'm not sure that we're going to keep this. I'll give it another month at least, maybe. And then these are the chocolates for it. And then we have some tea. So I'm going to just put this stuff back, and I'll put that with the breakfast. So now here is where we are. I ended up putting the seasoning packets up here off to the side where I can kind of still see some stuff. Like, kind of. And then here I still have like all the pastas in the back, the rice and the flour. This is like the s'mores containers. I put them right in front because I'm gonna give them a month before I get rid of that. And then these are like roasting sticks or utensils. And then this is like the convenient stuff. So that's there, but this is like the, you know, more healthy options in the back. Let's get the next shelf emptied out. A bunch of craziness. This all came from what was supposed to be my breakfast shelf. So I was supposed to have just oatmeal and like granola bars and stuff, and it just turned into like a snacks galore. This is what it looks like when it's not snack galore. Like, I still have, as you can see, like my cereals and stuff back there. I'm gonna have my snacks. We haven't even gotten to down here. So look at this, more candy. I'm gonna get out a lot of this junk really quick. Looking really, really rough. So right off it, I'm gonna throw the Oreos away. We don't need that. A bag of open Cheetos, no good. I'll leave these for my husband. These open. Okay, these were candy bars for s'mores. And then I have more liquid IV. So here's the container for that. And I'm just gonna dump all the liquid IV in there. As well as the off-brand ones. Here I have like another container of candy, so I'm just gonna separate so that the fruit snacks are in here now. It's just so many. Maybe kind of really just been sitting in here. This is like the third pantry organization that I've done, and I still have this candy. And then Halloween coming up, we're gonna have more candy. So we'll see what things are looking like around Halloween time, where I may have to just throw out the candy because it's not getting eaten. Now this is my oatmeal tray. We do not eat as much oatmeal. These are all like instant oatmeal, not the healthiest version of an oatmeal, just an easier option. So this is like convenient breakfast. Some little cereal boxes, some oatmeal, and some little graham cracker snacks. So I'm gonna put that back for breakfast. The snack crackers are here. The Cheez-Its, even like the miniature Cheez-Its and the cheese crackers, all of that stuff is here. So these are snacks. Those are gonna go on the bottom shelf. Put these right here. Breakfast. Next, I'm gonna work on these cereal containers. This was like a candy snack that I didn't eat, so I'm gonna just dump it and put that in the sink. And this is cereal, like a cinnamon type cereal that we didn't eat as well. I'm sure it's gone stale by now. And then we also got like 2 of them, which again, we hadn't eaten them. So I'm gonna just top it off because I don't think we're gonna eat them. So we got this cereal, and I'll put one more here. Okay, so I'll put this cereal back. Alright, so I washed out another canister. Pancake mix. Now we have the top done. This is what the second one is looking like. I know that this isn't like the most perfect or ideal looking situation. Like, it's not super cute, but I needed to just be practical and work. Like, I need to be able to see what we have. Like, I know like I have cereal back there, and because I see that there's pancakes mix up here, I know that the whole grain pancake mix is below it. Over here I have maltomeal, which we don't eat unless we're sick or something, because it's like a thinner consistency. I can see my grits, and then I can see my oatmeal and my granola, as well as like all of my little like on-the-go breakfast options here. So for now, this kind of just works for me, and then I can also add like more containers like there if I need to. But for now, I'm gonna move on to this ridiculously messy bottom shelf. Coffee. Plenty. So I've got like crackers, and then in here I have basically like little snack things that we can make together, like ice cream packets, muffin packets, candy, what do you call them, like candy apple wrappers. And then back here I have like cupcake mix, coffee cake or something, protein balls, like little things that we can make. And this is like just something fun that I sometimes like to do with my son on like a day that my husband might be working late or something. Sometimes we kind of just pull out something fun to do together. So that's why I like to keep those on hand. And then we have like our popcorn for like movie nights. So all of these like stuff like this, snacks and stuff, is going to go on the bottom shelf. Snacks basically. Down here is where I keep things as like opened or just snacks. So like I have like protein powders in the back. I have like popcorn for movie nights, things that we kind of like make together. I have like cake mixes, Teddy Grahams. I even got like coffee back there as well. And then these I took out of like a really large box, which was like taking up a ton of space, because I had like a box of Smart Food popcorn and baked potato chips and Cheez-Its and things. So I took them out and put them inside of like this wooden box here. But as you guys can see, like there's not any more like space in there. So I ended up having to put these quick like lunch snacks on the breakfast shelf. So like these are the quick breakfast options here, like breakfast bars, trail mix, oatmeal, cereal boxes, tea, like the pancake mixes, the granola, oatmeal, pancake mix, cereal, all of that. I even put a loaf of bread because we sometimes have like sandwiches. So I'm thinking this has got to be like breakfast and lunch. So like quick lunch grab options like to have on the side of a lunch or a snack item, and then like sandwiches, because I ran out of space. I didn't want to overcrowd the cooking, shelving. So like here, it's like things that I use for dinner. All of my starches, my pastas, and things like that. Still ended up having to put the liquid IV here and the candies. And then up here, same thing. Like I still have more space, but I don't want to overcrowd it. I need to see what I have until I can get like something better. So I think I'm going to end up having to, like, for instance, here, I feel like I can put a shelf in the middle because you can see everything is short. So if I put like another shelf like right here in the middle, that gives me another shelf option to put the snacks, as well as down below, because you can see the same thing down here. Some of the stuff is really short. So what I need to do in this cabinet is get a couple more shelves so that I can, keep things like separated better and see everything better. I think I can also add another shelving unit or like some type of tiered tray stands or rotating shelving units up here. So that is what it's been my issue. But in the meantime, it still looks a lot better than what it looked before. And this is where we keep things that hasn't been open, like extra stuff that we need to restock like later. I also have like my crock pot up here, some unopened bag of potato chips. I have like juices that we use for our slushy maker. Then back there we have like hot chocolate, supplements, more oatmeal that hasn't been opened, things like that. So that's pretty much what the pantry is looking like right now. And I think this is gonna work. It's neater, a lot neater than what it looked like before. We can all agree to that. And this is what I did with like the wax paper and the foil. I just keep it here on the door where I can just like break it off. So to kind of just like, you know, condense things. But this is how it's kind of like looking right now. And I'm gonna work on getting like a couple of extra shelving made to put in here so that I can have more like organization basically. So like two, maybe three more shelves is what I need in here basically. All right, you guys, with that, we sum up today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it to be helpful, motivational, inspirational. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you stayed through to the end, that is a sign that if you haven't done so already, you might as well just go ahead and join the family, as well as the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. That's going to be all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy homemaking.